The General doesn't see anyone without an appointment.
It's good to see you again, Vestige. I know how much you've already done for Tamriel, but I must request your aid once more. Dragons ravage Elsweyr. I need your help to fight back against these vile beasts. A dragon has taken a nearby island as its lair. I believe it means to attack Senchal from this location. We need to slay the creature before it strikes. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to secure a ship willing to take us to the island. General Renmes, leader of Senchal's military forces, could commandeer a ship for us. We need to arrange a meeting with the General and convince him to aid our cause. What say you, warrior? Will you help me slay this dragon? Now, meeting with an Imperial General is faster said than done. The paperwork alone would take days to file, and the dragon we seek could attack the city at any moment. So, I found an alternative method. Your aid and this handful of jewels. First, you must bribe Renmus' scribe Nadama to put us on the schedule. You'll find her in the tavern. Next, you need to speak to Darku in the city's outskirts, just south of here. He can forge our credentials. You also need to delay Arniel Bronk, who was scheduled to meet with the General today. Arniel's ship just docked in the harbor. If you steal his vessel's manifest, the Dockmaster should detain him. That will give us enough time to speak with the General. Lecky be willing, all will go well, and our meeting with General Renmus will commence without issue. Meet me at the palace when you're done. Meanwhile, I'll learn all I can about our upcoming dragon hunt. As far as I know, I'm the last of the Dragon Guard. I am honor-bound to uphold the traditions of my order. Once, that meant serving the Emperor and protecting the Empire. Now I must walk my own path. And so, I prepare to hunt dragons. The Dragon Guard of old proudly defended the Empire as well as hunted dragons. I can no longer serve Emperor Varen, but I can continue their traditions. I was even able to find one of their fabled dragon horns, the Horn of Jadari. An ancient relic. Its blast forces even the most powerful dragons to fall from the sky. It provides a great advantage in battle. I've slain one dragon with it, and with your assistance, I hope to slay many more.
Someone found a magical talisman that will allow the Lion Guard to get into Angof's stronghold.
It was him, I swear it! Sai Sahan, in the flesh. The last time anyone saw him was in the Imperial. What do you want?
Abadra speaks true. The dragons fought each other.
Your eyes are what they're used to, grandmother.
This one knows.
Whether writ or will or waver, Darku is your savior. Tell this one, what need have you of the finest forger in all of Senchal? Interesting. Most interesting. Diplomatic papers. Yes, that would get you in to see the Shave-Skin General. Of course, skills such as Darku's require compensation worthy of his talent. Ah, yes. These beauties will do quite nicely. Here you are, then. Diplomatic papers, all up to date and ready to present. Just make sure you have an appointment, eh? Wouldn't want to walk in on the General unannounced.
Can't you see that I'm trying to drink away my sorrows? It's an extremely delicate process, you know, doesn't require company. Today, you are very, very funny. General Renmus's schedule is full today. If you want to see him, fill out your paperwork. I didn't know you were feeling so generous, Walker. I suppose. Thanks for the generous. I'm going to finish my drink and then find the next ship off of this moon's forsaken city. If dragons weren't bad enough, all these refugees will eat sensual out of house and home. I'm leaving before the riots start.
Arniel Brock, we're ready for you now.
Finally. I thought I'd never get off this dock.
You said you had a ship manifest. May this one inspect it?
Yes, if you must. It's right on this crate.
All right, this shouldn't take long.
Is something the matter?
Do you play games with this one? There is no manifest on this crate.
What? No, that can't be right. I'm sure it was there.
Need this one to remind you. All ships without a sanctioned manifest will be subject to...
I know the law, but I'm telling you, the manifest was on this crate.
Unless you can produce it, we'll have to inspect your cargo.
But that could take hours. I have an appointment. Just wait until my guild hears about this brutish treatment. They won't let it stand, I can assure you of that. Ha!
Were you able to secure a meeting with General Renmus? And so we must prepare for our first battle, my friend. A battle of wits. Remember, we must convince General Renmus to commandeer a ship for us. With it, we'll sail to the Dragon's Island and slay the beast. Not much. And what I do know, I'm not sure what it means. A ship sailed directly to the Dragon's Island recently. It displayed no banners, and no one in Senchal recognized it. It's possible we're not the only dragon hunters in Southern Elsweyr. I won't discount the possibility, but I also won't plan for it. For all we know, this ship was bound for another destination. Or it has other business on that island. Though I'm at a loss as to what that might be. Let's head to our appointment.
Halt!
What is
Official
it?
business only.
We have an appointment with General Renmus. Here, our papers.
These seem to be in order. All right, you can go in.
It's not every day that Captain Sai Sahan graces my office.
Greetings, General. I am here to request a ship to hunt down a nearby dragon.
Slay a dragon. And this from a man who couldn't even protect our Emperor.
Perhaps you should speak to my companion. They can share the details of our plan.
So, you're a companion of the infamous Captain Sai Sahan. Though I suppose that title no longer means anything, given the current state of Cyrodiil. Well then, care to share how you plan to slay this dragon? An admirable venture, I'll admit, if not a foolhardy one. Unfortunately, I have neither the ship nor crew to lend you for such an expedition. The city is chaotic enough as it is, and I can't afford to spread my resources. Which is precisely why I can't agree to your request. If a dragon does attack Senchal, I'll need every soldier and ship under my command here to defend the city. I'm sorry. Your cause is commendable, but my mind is made up.
Thank you for your time, General. Come, my friend. Let's speak outside.
What?
Well, look there. We have a guest.
Wait, hold on. I think I know someone who can help you. Hello, I'm Aelia Renmus, General Renmus's daughter. I couldn't speak freely in front of my father, but I might know someone who can help you get to that island. But tell me, do you truly believe you can slay a dragon? Then I want to help. or, well, send you to someone who can help you. You should speak to Zaji, captain of the Perfect Pounce. He may be a smuggler, but he cares about Senshaw. And he's my friend. He can get you to that island. I know. My father certainly wouldn't approve. Then again, he hasn't approved of most of my friends since we arrived in Senshaw. Not that my father's disapproval has any bearing on this conversation. He loiters around the city's outskirts, along with his first mate, Casca. Just look for a doggy rat and a cinch rat arguing with each other. You can't miss them. Oh, and tell them Aelia sent you. I should head back to the palace. Good luck!
Let's see if this Zaji fellow is as honorable as young Aelia believes. Would you care to walk there together? There's much about Senshal I can tell you. Very well. Follow me. Refugees from the recent dragon attacks have flooded Senchal. They have lost homes and livelihoods. Despite the city's best efforts, most go to sleep hungry each night. Many take advantage of these hopeless souls. Thieves and cutthroats steal any item of value they still carry. While these refugees languish, the city's underbelly thrives. While the dragons ravage this land, these people will suffer. That is why we must fight. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the innocents of Elsweyr who cannot fight for themselves.
Just buy another ship? Casca, you wound Zaji, you truly do. Can't you see that Zaji is grieving? He has lost everything. His home, his heart, his one and only lady love. Oh, how can he go on? The Perfect Pounce! The finest vessel to sail the Topal Bay! Someone stole her as we slumbered. A heartless wretch. A thief without honor. A member of Zaji's very own crew. He is sure of it. Nartis Meris. Ugh, may he suffer 1,000 salty cuts. No, but Nartis does. And Zaji knows we can find him in Southgard ruins. Pounce needs provisions before it sets sail. And that's where Nartis will get them. But why are you offering to help, Walker? Aelia sent you. Then you must be walkers of honor. And this one must admit, slaying a dragon sounds quite heroic. Very well. It's a deal. If you help Zaji get his ship back, he will take you to this island. We must head to Southgard ruins and search for Nartis. It is a coastal town of sorts, just south of Senchal. With some persuasion, that clawless dark elf should let slip the location of the Perfect Pounce. Then we steal her back. Ah, and so we finally move on to one of Zaji's favorite topics of conversation. The Perfect Pounce is home to the sleekest profiteers this side of the Topal Bay. She is captained by a roguishly handsome Khajiit who sought fortune from a young age. Indeed he is. There is no treasure too hidden, no adventure too perilous, no glory too great for Zaji and his loyal crew. Danger? This one does not know the word. In such situations, Zaji tends to go with his well-toned gut. And his gut says this dragon will be a problem for Senchal eventually. He will help those brave enough to hunt the beast down, right after we find the Pounce, of course. He is the newest member of Zaji's crew. Came aboard only a few weeks ago, and this morning, just as the perfect pounce is stolen away, he disappears. It is more than a coincidence, this one thinks.
First, our ship is stolen. Then, before we even know where it is, Zaji agrees to sail a stranger to a dragon's island. I should have just rolled over and gone back to sleep this morning. Casca, first mate of the Pounce, otherwise known as the one who keeps Zaji from getting us all killed. If it were up to me, Nartris would have never set foot on our deck. Unfortunately, our bleeding heart of a captain had other ideas. That dark elf didn't know a bowline from a clove hitch. It was obvious he'd never set sail in his life, yet he was excited to join our crew. Only a fool wouldn't have been suspicious. Naturally, Zaji never suspected a thing.
We must sneak in, Casca. Sneak. You do remember how to do that, yes?
I remember the last time you tried to sneak somewhere. Did you ever remove all those cactus spines from your arse?
Those cactus spines never stung as much as your betrayal, Casca.
Oh yes, my third betrayal of the day, but who's counting?
Our new companions certainly love to quarrel. Zaji wants to infiltrate the encampment and take Nartise by surprise. Casca, on the other hand, suggests we launch a frontal assault and deal with him directly. Very well. We'll start our search at the north entrance. I'll follow your lead. Meanwhile, Zaji and Casca can make their way to the other side of the encampment. I'll leave their strategy to them. Luckily, Zaji provided a map of the area. I've determined a few locations where I believe Nartise may be, given their relative isolation from the rest of the encampment. At the very least, this path should let us search most of the camp. Enough. Do you accept the plan?
It is an excellent plan. We'll circle around to the back, yes?
And knowing your mouth will alert every pirate in Southgard along the way.
What? Zaji is the epitome of discretion!
I'm going to take the lay of the land. I'll meet you at the entrance to the camp.
If that slave melts off one more time, I'm touching my shears and cutting his tongue out.
Don't see Nartise. Let's move on.
Anybody up for a game of dice? I'm falling asleep here.
Moldy bread. This isn't it. I'm on the next ship to Somerset.
Sure, I skim a little off the top, but you better keep that to yourself.
I don't know what to tell you. You don't want rats in your pocket. Don't keep hunks of cheese in there.
What do you want?
No sign of the Dark Elf here. Let's head north. Stop right there. He locked the door. Stand back. Quickly now. After him. Well, that's one way to catch a thief.
Walker, good to see you. Look who Zaji found. Why don't you say hello?
Please, Zaji, don't let Casca rip out my throat.
I'll stand guard while you interrogate Nartisse.
All right, I admit it. I stole the perfect pounds and brought it here to South. I sold the ship to Admiral Irathi, but they haven't set sail yet. The ship is still berthed on the south docks. Irathi hasn't even finished loading up the slaves. Did I say slaves? Silly me! I meant cargo. They're loading cargo. I would never sell a Khajiiti ship to a slave trader. All right, yes, Irathi is a slaver. But I swear I didn't know that until after I sold her the ship. Please, you have to believe me, I'm innocent here.
Zaji wants you to know there are no hard feelings. In our business, it's sink or swim, yes? Oh, that's right! You can't swim! That went exactly as planned, which honestly may be a first for Zaji. Zaji is counting on it. There's no place for slavers in Elsweyr. But there's plenty of room at the bottom of the sea. Perhaps Kenarthi will even take pity on Nartisse and guide him to wherever it is that Dark Elves go. There's not a sailor in the Topal Bay who hasn't heard of Admiral Irathi and her practices. Many Khajiit have suffered because of her. But now we have a chance to repay this suffering, yes? Oh, you want a plan? Now, that plan would be... Zaji and the bearded one will draw away the slavers. Meanwhile, Casca will help you secure the perfect pounce. We'll reconvene when the coast is clear.
May the Dark Elf fill the belly of many hungry fish.
Against my better judgment, I think we should follow Zaji's plan. Besides, it's best if you help secure the boat. We wouldn't want our new friend sailing off without us. Let's just say I'm not discounting the possibility. Aelia Renmus seems like a respectable woman, but she may not be the best judge of character. For now, let's hold up our end of the bargain.
Remove that wheel lock or we'll never sail out of here.
Just let those slaves
It
try
is
to
good to
escape.
be home.
This one could
We should
use
sail
the
for
target
Senchal
practice.
before reinforcements arrive.
Excellent point. Hey, Walker! Get us out of here!
I told you the captain would get the pounce back.
I heard what happened from the crew. I'm glad you were there to help recover the pounce. I don't think Zaji would have handled the loss of his ship very well. Speaking of Zaji, did he agree to sail you to the island? I'm glad to hear it. I knew Zaji wouldn't let you down. I'm coming with you. If this dragon is going to attack Senchal, I want to help defeat it. Besides, I'm sure you could use an extra hand. I'm good with a bow. Look, I'm aware of the risks, believe me. But this city is my home. I can't just stay behind and hope you stop this threat. Not when I can help. I won't stand by while my father and friends are in danger.
Guess the captain got the pounce back. He always does. Not the first time he's lost it, you know. Practically everything. If it weren't for old Dirge, the whole ship would sink under the weight of the grime and barnacles. Not that any of these louts would notice. Enough jawing. I've got to see what condition the pounces come back in.
This one is cleaning. You may help clean, or you may stop bothering this one. Whatever needs doing. Cleaning, mopping, stabbing. Sometimes this one stabs and then cleans up afterward. Also, Chisbari is well known for her cheery disposition. Hooray! See? Chisbari is so cheery.
Jal, you are the one who got us back the perfect pounds, yes? Thank you for that. She may not be much, but the pounds has been this one's home for a long time. Even before Zaji was her captain, in fact. Yes, back when the ship belonged to a rather nasty fellow by the name of Bazahar the Bull. A heartless taskmaster who didn't care a lick about his crew. The Pounce was a lot less colorful back then, in more ways than one. What's not to like? He respects his crew, makes sure we're well cared for, and he's always excited for the next adventure. It's a bit contagious, actually. Still, I don't know if this ship could actually function without Casca. I won't deny Zaji is cunning when he wants to be, but it's Casca that keeps this ship afloat. She schedules for repairs, oversees our provisions, pays the crew. And she keeps us all safe, of course. I haven't seen her lose a fight yet.
You're competent, I'll give you that. Enough to slay a dragon? We'll see. The odds don't look good. We don't know the island. We have no idea how strong the dragon is. We'll have to improvise, and that rarely goes well. And wait for this dragon to burn the city to the ground? No, it's better to die fighting than to perish hiding behind a wall. Besides, we're profiteers. We know a thing or two about the risk. Someone on this ship has to be. If everyone plans for sunny weather, how will we survive a storm? Despite the odds, it's not hopeless though. If we can fight, then there is always a chance we can win.
Now that we've secured a vessel, our next step is to infiltrate the dragon's lair. Zaji will stay on his ship in case we need to make a quick retreat. Casca, on the other hand, has asked to join our hunt. If she wishes to protect her home, she should have that chance. Once we reach the island, we'll search for the dragon. Luckily, we have the Horn of Jadari to help us fight the beast. Before I made my way to Elsweyr, I searched Drakengard's sanctuaries for weapons and wisdom. There, I learned about the Horn of Jadari and how it was stolen by the dragon Veloxin. I found Veloxin's lair, slew the beast, and took back the horn. A dragon horn of immense power. Its sound forces dragons to fall from the sky. It should give us a great advantage in battle. That said, we may also find more resistance than a dragon on the island. Another ship was seen heading toward the island. I'm not sure if its crew are friend or foe. We must be prepared for the worst. We can set sail immediately. Or perhaps you would like to take a moment to become familiar with the crew. Very good. Let's go deal with that dragon. Let's discuss our plan of attack. Judging by that docked ship, we are not the only ones who have business on this island. There's a Drakengard proverb. Prepare your counter before the blow. In other words, if they swing at you, be ready to swing back. I also recommend we split our forces. I spotted a cavern northeast of here. Scout ahead and see where it leads. Meanwhile, Casca, Aelia, and I will search for the main entrance to those ruins. Aelia, Casca, you're with me. Stick close and prepare to fight.
I'm always ready to fight. Just keep an eye on the little one.
I can take care of myself, you know.
This gate won't budge. Does anyone see a lever? Good to see you, warrior. Thanks for the assistance. Hold your positions. That was certainly effective. Well done, my friend. yourselves? Inside, now! Follow the beast!
Who are these people, and why are they attacking us?
They are enemies to be defeated. Nothing else matters.
These banners, the motifs. There's no mistaking it. This is a Dragon God's sanctuary. How dare a dragon desecrate these hallowed halls? Well said. I was able to track the dragon's movements. It should be just up ahead. Aelia and Casca have agreed to guard this hall while we move forward.
Be prepared, little one. I can smell them coming.
How many?
Does it matter? They will die all the same.
Where are you, vile beast? Show yourself! Prepare to meet your end! The horn didn't work. How?
Of course not. That's my horn, mortals. Tell me how you came to possess it.
My companion will speak with you, dragon. But make one wrong move, and my blade will cut deep.
I am Nathalar. I do not fear you, hunter. If you seek a battle, understand that it will be to the death. I would rather talk, though. Where did you get my horn? Zukorav. So it was Valoksin who hid it from me. To protect our kind from the horn's power, no doubt. Such an honorable fool. And why do you seek to kill me? Are you one of Lotvulan's thralls? My oldest foe. A dragon of great power and evil intent. He gathered a cult to do his bidding and subjugated our brothers to his cause. Those who oppose him die. He plans to destroy this land, and me along with it. Why would I attack the Kaz city? It means nothing to me. Only Lotvulan matters. You have dispatched many of my brother's followers, so I shall spare your lives. You may even keep my horn. I have no need of it.
Hold! This dragon means us no harm.
No harm? Did we come all this way for
That's
nothing?
still to be determined. For now, let's spread out and see what we can find. Well, I certainly didn't factor this into my plans. The Dragon Guard were very clear about their dealings with dragons. Hunt them, slay them, use their parts. Yet this one shares our goals. This Latvalon seeks to destroy all of Tamriel. If Nathalar wants to stop that, I'd say we have a common cause. As the Red Guard proverb tells us, if we share an enemy, let our blades strike as one. I may not like it, but Nathalar possesses knowledge about Latvalon that we just don't have. And the might of a dragon at our disposal isn't something to toss away lightly. Yes, I'd rather have Nathalar on our side than against us. Our mission was successful, my friend. It just didn't end as we expected. We secured passage to the island. We found the dragon, and we made sure Sanchal was safe. At least from this potential threat. Not bad for a day's work. We also need to learn more about this dragon Latvulan. If it does indeed wish to destroy all of Tamriel, then an alliance is our best way to end that threat. I'm just glad I have your support in this. Your help has already been invaluable. If we're to fight back against Latvulan, we'll need more than a single dragon. We'll need an order dedicated to eradicating this threat. The time has come to reform the Dragon Guard. I do. The crew of the Perfect Pounce already helped us on one dragon hunt. I'd like you to see if they'd join us for many more. Speak to Zaji and see if he and his crew want to join our order. Let's hope Zaji takes our offer seriously. He may find it hard to believe that we want his crew to join the Dragon Guard. In fact, I'm having a hard time believing it myself. But by Lecky, we need them. I've been far too busy. Fighting this dragon invasion has left little time to socialize. Yes, she did. For a time. I hoped she would join me in my efforts to reclaim the wisdom of the Dragon Guard. But something else called my Snow Lily away. Something Lyris felt she had to do. I'm afraid she did not say. Perhaps it was something she wished to do alone, or perhaps she was afraid I would forsake my duties and join her. She did promise to write, though. I eagerly await her letters. Members of the Dragon Guard were the premier soldiers of the Empire. They were master strategists, disciplined and honor-bound. It's no exaggeration to say they were the best of the best. We, on the other hand... Yes, how could I forget? I led young Aelia in her first battle. None of them are my first choice. They've all shown themselves to be dedicated to protecting Elsweyr and its people. They will have to do.
I will listen to the Dragon Guard's proposition. Latvulan has his allies. Perhaps it is time that I find my own. If you seek weakness, prepare for disappointment. I have none. While my brothers were slain or locked away, I have been free. I know when to fight, when to fly, when to look for allies. And so, I stand before you, Nigrent, unbroken. This is not the first time Latvulan has sought to destroy me and the innocents of Tamriel. In the past, another dragon god came to me. I gifted them one of my magnificent horns, which your companion holds in his hands. That is the name it came to be known by. You said that Valokson stole my horn. No doubt he wished to protect my kind from its power. Even as he hid it away, the Dragon God hunted us to near extinction. Nanvolme, what an honorable fool. No, I lost a horn, but it led to the defeat of my foe. The Dragon God locked away Latvulan, though their seals did not last. Now, my brother seeks revenge that can only be sated by my death. O Blanvot Sos, it will end in blood. The Dragon God called him the Black Beast, he of the fearsome nature and ravenous appetite. We have been in conflict for so long that I barely remember its catalyst. It has been an unending hatred that spans the ages. I gave up a horn in the exchange. The Dragon God were unable to slay Latvulan, but they did lock him away. They thought his prison would hold forever. They were wrong. I do not know. The magic may have faded, or perhaps someone set him free. No matter the cause, my goal remains true. Lot Vulan must be stopped once more, and this time, I shall burn his corpse to cinders and shred his soul. I will.
Zaji knew his gut was right. Only a truly great warrior could tame a dragon. Do you suppose the creature will let us ride it? Hmm? No. Best not to ask. This one would not want to be rude. Really? Of course you do. Who wouldn't want the daring Zaji by their side? The offer is tempting. Whoever defeats these dragons will have their names sung by moon singers for generations. Zaji is not one to hesitate, Walker. Not when a stranger asks him to sail to a dragon's island, and certainly not when that same stranger offers glory and fame. The crew of the Perfect Pounce will join your Dragon Guard. Ah, yes. Zaji will speak to the crew. However, there are 2 crew members you may wish to speak with personally. Dirge Traktor, the Imperial with a weasel face, and the beautiful Chisbari. Their particular talents may prove interesting. The Dragon Guard! Who's a good-for-nothing lout now, mother? But you must be busy with the dragon, no? Zaji will speak to the crew on your behalf if you do not have the time to spare. Leave it to Zaji. Dirge Traktor has more book smarts than the rest of my crew combined. Now, that's not saying much, since most of my crew can't read. The Dragon Guard wrote many things, yes? Perhaps he can help you read them. Well, Dirge has an awful lot of contacts. He always helps us figure out who we can trust and how to avoid those who mean us harm. Maybe he can help keep track of our enemies in some fashion. Ah, she's Mari the Chipper, as she is known. You'll see why as soon as you hear her lovely voice. Aside from Casca, there's no one more dependable aboard the Pounce. Give her a task, and she'll get it done, yes? Zaji has not a single doubt, not a one. We may be just smugglers to you and the Bearded One, but our hearts sing for adventure. They will all take up the call, this one is sure. Life on the seas is not easy, Walker. You must be able to adapt at a moment's notice if you wish to survive its many dangers. Storms, attacking ships, sea serpents. The Pounce's crew will learn to navigate the dangers of dragons just as readily. Of course. Zaji is their captain, after all. This one is confident that his crew will become the greatest Dragon Guard to ever walk the sands of Elsweyr. It's just a matter of time.
Our mysterious crew has departed. Those left alive to depart, that is. They were dragon cultists, yes? It would certainly explain their choice of garb. This Latvalan must have an affinity for black. Very well. I will join your order. Why would I hesitate? These dragons killed many of my people, and I cannot fight them alone. So I will help you hunt down the beasts. A simple decision, yes? The Dragon Guard were a very strict order, yes? I doubt our crew would do well with too many rules. Perhaps some changes will need to be made. I have faced many enemies. Nothing was too big or too powerful for me to challenge. I didn't always win, but I could always fight. When the dragons came, this was no longer true. I would rather die on the sands of Palatine than hide away on foreign soil. This is a chance to make my stand. I will take it. Besides, if I thought your cause was impossible, I would have said no.
We're in a Dragon Guard sanctuary. My father would tell me stories about the Order when I was little. Protectors of the Emperor, slayers of dragons, daring adventures. It was all quite exciting. You want me to join your Order? I mean, that isn't to say I don't want to. Of course I do. I want to protect my home before the dragons destroy it. I didn't expect you to ask me to stay. We only face the darkness of fear so that we may find the light of courage. That's something my mother always told me. An old Red Guard proverb, she said. I'll join your Dragon Guard and protect my home. You have my word. I have to admit, our Dragon Guard does seem a little motley at the moment. Perhaps uniforms would help? I spent my childhood in Cyrodiil. My father was a commander under Emperor Leovic, and my mother was a Red Guard ambassador. Her name was Sadala. I had a tough time fitting in with my peers. They were always questioning who I was. Was I Imperial? Was I a Red Guard? They wanted to put me in a neat little box, but I didn't quite fit. Anyway, my father joined the Colovian Revolt and was given the rank of general by Emperor Varen. Father received orders to come to Central and help with the restoration. He didn't plan to take me along as I was only 13 at the time. Then my mother died, and everything changed. Exactly. And a new city helped take my mind off of other things. I felt so welcomed in Senchal. The Khajiit never questioned who I was or where I came from. To them, I was simply Aelia. That was all that mattered.
Yeah. Can you see I'm reading? Trying to read. What letter does that look like to you? Oh. Thought it might have been some sort of code. Well, guess I'm free now. What do you want? Captain says a lot of things. Like more riches than we can count, and easy as a spring breeze. Now here we are, hunting dragons like they're some kind of sky whales. Well, you are anyway. I got books to research. Who'd have thought reading could be so handy? Anything, Dragon Guard. Books on killing dragons without getting eaten, I hope. When I scare up some leads, I could use your help retrieving them. I hear anything about those New Moon fanatics while I'm at it, I'll let you know.
What do you want? Not surprising. I am the only one who can keep a ledger around here. You hunt dragons. I figure out where the dragons are, and what to do with any parts you bring back, yes? It's the most obvious way to help.
Nathalar and I have come to an agreement. We'll work together to defeat Latvalan, but only that. After our battle is won, Nathalar will peacefully depart from these lands. Now, what did Zaji say to my proposal? Excellent. I'll meet with him and his crew to discuss the particulars. For aiding me in the establishment of our new Dragon Guard, accept this reward. Oh, and talk to Nathalar when you have a moment. He requested your help with a small matter.